Now, the news cycle seems to have gone off in 100 different distracting directions, but one thing remains clear is that the far left is still incredibly nervous about Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. Professional, failed presidential candidate Hillary Clinton said on Friday during a speech to the American Federation of Teachers that Kavanaugh, well, is a return to slavery. Seems kind of crazy. Watch.
This nomination holds out the threat of devastating consequences for workers' rights, civil rights, LGBT rights, women's rights, including those to make our own health decisions. It is a blatant attempt by this administration to shift the balance of the court for decades and to reverse decades of progress. You know, I used to worry that they wanted to turn the clock back to the 1950s. Now I worry they want to turn it back to the 1850s. These will be urgent fights. The stakes could not be higher.
The New York Times ran a huge piece and managed to, if you can with words, roll their eyes at the idea that Kavanaugh's hiring practices have always been diverse, even as they neglect to mention that they are far more diverse than that of progressive hero, the notorious RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. As one Twitter user noted, quote, surprising that article doesn't also mention that of Kavanaugh's 48 clerks, 6 have been Asian American, 5 African American, and 2 Hispanic. Over her 13 years on the D.C. court, Ruth Bader Ginsburg had 0 African American clerks. Very inconvenient facts for the arbiters of identity politics. So how much worse will these attacks on Kavanaugh get? Does it really even matter, given that Republicans control the Senate and Chuck Schumer has already been signaling to Democrats that it's pretty much a settled deal?